I'm over here getting dressed and I'm thinking about Brett Cooper and Reagan Conrad. You guys, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I've been thinking about it so much lately, and I just want to know if anyone else out there is thinking like me. I feel like I need a little bit more details about this situation, but at the same time, it's none of our business. Okay, but check this out. So whenever I hear about like friend drama, social media drama, celebrity drama, I always like to look it up and come to my own conclusion, but sometimes I am a bit of a follower if I'm being honest. So when Brett Cooper left the Daily Wire, I tried to watch a few of the new videos and I was a bit put off by like Reagan kind of reminded me of Brett and I thought it was a bit odd, so I unsubscribed from the comment section and I subscribed to Brett's new channel. But I have been watching a lot of videos like talking about the drama and everything, and I feel like I finally came to my own opinion, and I'm not mad, okay? It would be nice if I had a little bit more details, but this is what I concluded. And I just want to know if anyone else thinks the same thing. So I'm gonna support both women, and this is why. So Reagan and Brett met at the Daily Wire. They were not friends before they started this job. So the job came first in both of their lives, and then they became best friends. I believe they were like in each other's weddings and, having slumber parties and stuff. There's this other person I'm subscribed to, and I'm so sorry I don't remember their name, but he's actually friends with both of them. So he has the inside scoop, but I'm subscribed to his channel as well. I have not resubscribed to the comment section, but I'm gonna give it a try. And let me explain. So Reagan was a producer on the show, on the comment section, and Brett Cooper was the talent. I looked up how much do producers or directors make for YouTube channels, and this is not a 100% this is how much they make, but the internet said anywhere from like 60,000 to 120,000 a year. Could be more. I was like, well, how much did Brett Cooper make? On the comment section, $900,000 a year plus a $250,000 bonus. You guys, looking at the numbers, I mean, my best friend can't pay me over $1 million a year to support her. Brett may be able to, but when Brett decided to leave the Daily Wire, she wanted Reagan to come with her, but she also recommended that Reagan fill her position temporarily. But when Reagan stepped into that position, she was like, baby, this is a great opportunity. I'm married, I got kids, whatever's going on in her life. I got a family to feed, So she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and accept this position. Now, even if she was making $500,000 a year, no one knows. That's her business. She would be the person to tell us how much she was making previously. But for her to not follow her friend to her new channel and say, hey, this is a great opportunity for me, for my family, it had to be a significant amount. Now think, if your best friend whom you met at your job through the company that you both worked for together, decided to leave and she wanted you to follow her, but they offered you her position and she even said, hey, fill it temporarily and then come follow me. But you realize you're going from $120,000 a year to $900,000 a year plus a $250,000 bonus. Would you not accept that? And on the flip side, if that was your friend, would you not want that come up for them? Like, hey, it wasn't good for me. I can make the same on my own. So I'm going to take my talent and go elsewhere. But do you, boo? I pray for you. I hope you're going to, be happy, be successful, do your thing. And I don't know how it actually panned out. I wish I knew so that I could have, more insight and not just be going off of what I see on other people's channels and what I see in the media. But from what I have consumed to date, I don't blame Reagan. That is man, she like really multiplied her income if she was making even less than $250,000 a year, which is the bonus. Even if she was making around that, she still like multiplied it by four times her previous annual salary. And if she was making on the lower end 120,000, which is still a lot to me, that's still a significant amount. Now, they are not going to make what they were making with Brett because Brett is no longer the star of the show, and their views are definitely reflecting that. But I think that if Reagan had not put on that Brett Cooper voice, we may not have been turned off so early on, because I unsubscribed. I was like, oh no, this is weird. I'm not into this. I wish she would just have her own personality and not be trying to mimic exactly the way Brett performed on the show. And I do love Brett's new show. It's amazing. And I hope these girls can continue to be friends after this. I don't think the bridge is burned unless they were like, no, you are MFB. I don't ever want to talk to you again. I'm sure they don't talk like that. But if they did have it out like that, I would understand them. You could still come back from that, but I would understand them no longer being friends. But if it's more like, oh, you accepted my old position, I just told you to fill in temporarily, and now you're taking my spot indefinitely, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't think that's okay. Like, be happy for your friend, be happy for their come up, and maybe she can work for you after hours, or maybe you could just do your own thing. Your friend is not going to follow you and trail behind your footsteps everywhere you go. Some people want to be their own person, and again, the job came first before the friendship. And when you have a family to feed and you've got mouths, kids and a husband, it's like, of course you want to do what's best for your family. If it were Crystal, if it were my wife, she would say, okay, I know you like to work a lot, for like social media, you like doing music. If my friend and I were working together at a label and I was making $120,000 and the label offered me $900,000 a year, I would take that position because that is a lot of money. But I would continue to help my friend on the side until she could pay me that and then some, but until then, I'm doing both. Like, I'm a hustler. I'm going to do both. I don't love delivering mail. I don't mind my job, but when it comes to creativity, I could do that probably, without exaggerating, maybe 18 hours a day. I could actually work on music and work on videos and have a great time doing it, get 6 hours of sleep. I'll film me putting on my makeup and me in the shower. I've done it before. That's a part of the job, No, realistically, maybe like 12 to 15 hours. If I had to work 18 hours, I would, but that's kind of a part of having the freedom of being your own boss. You don't have to work 18 hours. You can work 12, you can work 15, but working 4 or 5 is not gonna get it. I'm gonna tell you that, because it just doesn't work that way. But maybe she could have still helped her, and I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if the friendship is done, but I don't know. I'm rooting for both of them. And I think I'm going to resubscribe to the comment section and give Reagan a chance. I don't know if they told her. I'm sure she signed an NDA. But to me, it kind of seems like they told her to copy Brett, even though they came out and said they didn't. That's just my uneducated guess, because she was kind of like I just want to be myself, and I told y'all that was a bad idea. Like, in her body language, it was almost like, I told them not to make me do that, but they would never admit to it. They're going to let her take all the blame and say, oh, well, they're friends. That's just how friends are. They pick up on each other's mannerisms and they act just alike. But, oh, what is your name? I can see his face. I can't remember his name. He said that when all three of them were like sitting on the couch kikiing and having a slumber party in their PJs, that Brett is who she is on the internet. But the little persona that Reagan took on, trying to replace Brett and be like Brett, he said that seemed a bit odd and unnatural, and that is not her true personality. But now she's starting to open up and be herself, and I support it. I'm not going to be upset with her for taking on her friend's position. It's better her than somebody else, At least it's her friend. At least it's someone who's been working hard for this company, putting in the work, and not somebody who just steps in making that amount, who just walked up off the streets, At least it's somebody that someone that you care about, someone that you can root for, And if she's willing to put up with the shit that Brett wasn't willing to put up with, more power to you, baby. And hopefully she gets along better with them. I'm sure she's created her own relationships within the company, built her own friendships outside of the one her and Brett had. I'm sure that she has other relationships, other business relationships within the company, and it's not the same exact experience that Brett had. But I'm sure Brett has, like, vented to her and told her, hey, I don't like the way that this person's treated me. I don't like the way that this is going. So she knows the behind the scenes details, but she also chose to accept that role. And I feel like she should be supported. I feel like she should be supported because it is a great opportunity for her. And yes, following behind her friend and helping her run her channel and what she wants to do and helping her follow her dreams is all fine and dandy, but I'm sure Reagan has her own dreams. And that's something Crystal always tells me, like, you want to be a songwriter, you want to be a YouTuber. That's not what I want. I want to cook. I want to watch basketball. I want to watch TV. I'm not trying to sit here and help you do your thing because that's not what I'm interested in. Even though Reagan and Brett are in the same industry, allow her to blossom, allow her to become the beautiful flower, beautiful rose that she was always meant to become. Just because it's not your path doesn't mean it isn't hers. And I support both of these women, and I wish both of them nothing but success. I just hope Reagan is done with the whole, copying Brett's personality thing, and she could just do her own thing and be happy. And if the company continues to make a profit, hopefully they can keep her at the salary they offered her. And if not, maybe you got to move on too. Maybe that move is next in the next 2-3 years. Just see how it goes. But I remember when Charlotte Dobry, whenever she left, this is how my brain works. I can't remember these things. When she left the info something, I don't even remember the name. Infoload, and I unsubscribed from that channel because the only reason I was subscribed to it was to watch her. I loved her personality. And I'm still subscribed to her current channel now. I watch her videos. I love her videos. And I don't know. I just think that whenever businesses revolve their channel around a particular talent, and then that talent leaves, of course the business is not necessarily going to fail. Inform overload. Of course the business may not fail, but it's not going to bring in the numbers it did whenever that talent was on, because she was the only person I remember, subscribing to. She was the only person that I would see her come on screen and I would get excited, like, oh, I love watching her, seriously. And with Brett, it was the comment section with Brett Cooper. So it's like, man, I don't know. I think it should have been, more outlined that this is not Brett's channel. This is a channel that the Daily Wire created, and we're just backing Brett Cooper. And maybe they should have brought on a rotating acts earlier on so that it was understood that she was not the main talent. Because honestly, I thought it was her channel. And I'm like, why are you leaving your own shit? That's yours. What are you talking about? I knew that she had help, but I was thinking maybe I'd never dig into this. That's her business. I knew she had help. I thought maybe she hired a videographer, hired an editor. I didn't know she was actually an employee and that channel was not hers. So it was kind of a weird transition and I didn't like it, so I unsubscribed, but I am going to resubscribe. I'm going to give Reagan a chance. And again, I love Brett's new channel. She's really talented. I've been subscribed to her, to the Daily Wire's channel for years. So I was subscribed to Brett in my mind. So I've been watching her for a long time and I'm going to continue to support her and I'm going to give Reagan a chance. But thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this situation. Peace.